Good morning, students. This is the second chapter of your history, Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. So, we are going to start this by the help of a small story. So, this story deals with the defeat of the Germany after the Second World War and what was the condition at that point of time. It is about that. So, here is the story. In the spring of 1945, the World War II was actually fought from 1939 to 1944. So this is story just after the Second World War. A little 11-year-old boy called Helmut, Helmut is the name of a boy, was lying in a bed when he overheard his parents discussing. So what happened? This boy Helmut is hearing that his parents are talking with each other. They're discussing something in a very serious tone. So his parents sound serious to him. His father, a prominent physician, deliberate with his wife whether the time had come to kill entire family or he should commit suicide alone. Now this boy is listening to his father, who is a prominent physician. So he was this person, this physician, his father. He was of Nazis supporter. So he Nazi supporter means supporter of Hitler. So whatever they have done with the Jews, they killed so many Jews and the crippled people. So after this war, he's thinking that he will be killed. So he is afraid here. So he's thinking and telling his wife that he should kill the entire family and he should kill himself also, or the second option with him is to commit suicide alone. So his father spoke about his fear of revenge, saying, "So revenge is the same what they did to Jews and the crippled, all these people. They killed actually many people in the Second World War. So because of this brutality, he thought that revenge will be taken and they all will be executed who has done this. Now the Allies will do us what we did to the crippled and the Jews." The next day, he took Helmut to the woods. Woods means forest, where they spent last happy time together. So what happened, his father has taken him to the forest and they were spending some quality time together, singing old children's songs. Later Helmut's father shot himself in his office. Now Helmut remembers that he saw his father's bloody uniform being burnt in the family fireplace. So what his father has done here, his father killed himself. Okay, and he killed himself in his office. So Helmut remembers that the bloody uniform of his father has been burned in the fireplace at home. So traumatized was he, but he had overheard that what had happened. Now he already heard what has happened and what is going to happen to them. So he was afraid that what his father was telling to his mother. That he reacted by refusing to eat at home for the following 9 years. He was afraid that his mother might poison him. So this boy Helmut, he did not eat anything for 9 years and he was afraid that his mother might poison him. So this is the fear which was inside his mind, and because of that he did not eat anything for 9 years, because he was thinking that his mother possibly might kill him. Although Helmut may not have realized all that it meant, his father has been a Nazi supporter of Adolf Hitler. Many of you will know something about the Hitler and the Nazis. You probably know of Hitler's determination to make Germany into a mighty power and his ambition of conquering all over Europe. So this everybody must have heard about the Nazis and the Hitler, but Hitler was a kind of person who wanted to become a mighty power in the world, and he wanted to conquer all over the parts of the Europe's. Now, this father, Helmut's father, was a supporter of the Nazis. As I already told you, Nazi means supporter. Whoever is following Nazism, Nazism is the ideology of the Hitler. Whatever is the thinking of the Hitler, the people started following him. So they called as Nazis, who are following the ideology of the Hitler. Now you may have heard that he killed Jews. So definitely we have heard that he killed many Jews over there. But Nazism was not one of the two isolated acts. It was a system, a structure of ideas about the world and politics. Let us try and understand what Nazism was all about. Let us see whether the Helmut father killed himself and what was the basis of his fear was. So now we are going to read further and we will try to understand why this Helmut's father killed himself and what was the fear. And at the same time, we are going to find out what is this Nazism is all about. What Nazism means, it is an ideology of the Hitler, Nazism. Okay. In May 1945, Germany surrendered to the Allies. So who are the Allies power? Britain, France, US, Russia. Okay. So these all this entered. US entered in 1917 in the Second World War. So in this, Allies got the victory. And on the other side, who were fighting Allied in opposite side to these allies, it was Axis power. In Axis power, it was Germany, Italy, and Japan. Now, anticipating what was coming, Hitler, his propaganda minister Goebbels, and his entire family committed suicide collectively in the Berlin bunker in April. So, his minister Hitler and himself, they killed himself in the bunker. Bunker is an underground space which is made to hide. So they went there and they committed suicide in April. At the end of the war, an international military tribunal at Nuremberg, Nuremberg is the name of a place, was set up. So an international military tribunal is established which is going to do justice. Now Nazi was criminal for war crimes against peace, war crimes, crimes against humanity. So what these Nazis have done, that they fought the war. Definitely, lot of persons killed. Around 3% of the population of the entire world was killed in this war. So this was a just like a crime against humanity. Even the innocent Nazis and whoever who was not following the ideology of the Hitler, who was not a follower, so just immediately the Hitler killed him. Suppose if he asked somebody that he is a follower or not, so he suppose he rejected that I'm not your follower, then also he will kill him. So this was the kind of thinking. So everybody was in favor of Hitler. Most of the people were in favor of Hitler. Now Germany conducted during the war, especially those actions. So all these actions means the deed which they have done in this Second World War, they killed many people. So that was the concerning point over here. Allies power included UK, France. In 1941, USSR joined, that is Russia and USA. They fought against the Axis power, who were including Germany, Italy, and Japan, as I already told you. Now came to be called as a crimes against humanity. Why crime against humanity is called? Because innocent people were being killed. Doesn't matter whether they were Jewish or gypsies people. So many people were killed. Even the Germans were also killed in this war, because if we are not supporting Hitler, that this was the case that he is going to kill him anyhow. So again, this was called as a crime against humanity. Now raised serious moral and ethical question and invited worldwide condemnation. That what were these acts? So there are ethical questions whether these are right or wrong, and many people do debate. Some consider Hitler that he was right, some consider Hitler that he was wrong. So what were these acts? Under the shadow of the Second World War, Germany has waged a genocidal war. Genocidal war means a mass killing where a large number of people will be killed. So Germany, it was responsible for this thing, which resulted in a mass murder of selected group of innocent civilians of Europe. So in Europe, many innocent people were being killed. The number of the people killed included 6 million Jews. Now here is the number. 6 million Jews were killed. 6 million is almost 1 million is 10 lakh. So here you can say that 60 lakh Jews were killed. Then here 2 lakh gypsies are the people, just like they are just like tribal area people, and they were also killed. 1 million Polish civilians were killed and 70,000 German who were considered mentally and physically disabled, beside innumerable political opponents. Now here this Poland area, the Poland area considers of Polish civilians, so they were also killed. After that, the Germans who were mentally and physically incapable of doing things, like somebody is crippled, he is unable to walk. So the thinking of Hitler was he wanted Germany to be powerful, so he wanted only strong built citizens. So the thinking here of the Hitler was to build a strong nation. So he was just trying to just eliminate the people who are weak. He thought that it was his idea that there should be no weak person in the nation. If there will be, they can turn out to be a weak pillar. So he wanted to make a very strong base. So he just killed all these crippled and mentally retarded peoples if they found to be um, not compatible. So he just killed them. Now, after the mass murder of selected group of innocent people of Europe, all these peoples were killed beside innumerable political opponents. So some political opponents were there who were against this German ideology of Hitler. So what they did, German, see, this Hitler killed them also, because if but somebody is found that he is opposing Hitler, then that particular person will also be killed. Now Nazis devised an unprecedented means of killing people, that is by gassing them in the various killing centers in Auschwitz. Now Auschwitz is a place where they have made gassing centers. Gassing theater, it was just like a place where there were it was like just like a dummy in which showers were there. So they used to take them over there, and they used to tell them they are just taking them for disinfectant purposes, so that they will be disinfected and fit for the society. But what was actually that center, that poisonous gases will be released and these people will be killed. So it was just a structure like showers will be there, and you will think that we are going to get shower, but it was not the case. It was all poisonous gases over there which will be released, and many people were killed in the place like Auschwitz. So they made centers over there in Auschwitz. So remember the name of the place. The Nuremberg Tribunal sentenced only 11 leading Nazi students. Now this Nuremberg, which is a place, the tribunal which has been set, so they were not harsh this time. Just like in the First World War, they have did many things. Like when the Treaty of Versailles was signed after the defeat of Germany in the First World War. So what happened? They have taken many colonies from Germany, and also they were setting up many boundary areas, so that these Germans will not be able to attack on France and other places in future. And also they have taken the territory, also tell them to pay a lot of amount as a compensation. So all this treaty of Versailles, which was signed after the First World War, it was very harsh. So now in which I think this was the case, because this has led to the Second World War. Now this tribunal is still, because they have killed so many people, only 11 Nazis officials who were actually the leaders at that time, they were sentenced to death. Only they were executed. Executed means killed. Many others were imprisoned for life. The others were imprisoned for life. So here we can see, after the Second World War, these people were not harsh. They were not punishing them like that they did in the First World War. In the Second World War, they were liberal with them. They were not harsh this time, because only after such a mass killing, only 11 people were executed and rest are sentenced for jail. Imprisonment means for life. It is just like where you will be kept till you are old. The retribution did come, yet the punishment of the Nazis was short of the brutality and extent of the crimes. The Allies did not want to be as harsh on the defeated Germany as they had been after the First World War. Everyone came to feel that the rise of Nazi Germany could be partly tracked down by the German experience at the end of the World War. So many people believes that all this Germans experienced after the First World War, the Second World War was the outcome of this First World War, because this Treaty of Versailles was very harsh, and the Germans were unhappy because of that. So because of this unhappiness, they wanted to take revenge. So this was just a result. So what was this experience? Now we are going to read our topics for the birth of Weimar Republic. So what is Weimar Republic? Germany, a powerful empire in the early of the 20th century, fought the First World War from 1914 to 1918 alongside the Austrian Empire and against the Allies. At the time in the First World War, the Germans were fighting against the Allies, means England, France, and Russia. Now all joined the war enthusiastically, hoping to gain from a quick victory. Little did they realize that the war could stretch on, eventually draining Europe all its resources. Now, in the beginning, they thought that the war will be ended soon, but they were not right. The end of the war was not quick, it has been extended for a very long time, and this led to the drainage of wealth from Europe. Germany made initial gains by occupying France and Belgium. So, what happened here? The Germany made initial gains by occupying France and Belgium. So, Germans was able to occupy some parts of the France and Belgium. So, they have taken control over France and Belgium here. However, the Allies strengthened by the US entry in 1917 won. Now, what happened? The Allies won because of the US. America entered in 1917. So they defeated Germany and the Central Powers in the November 1918. So they were able to defeat the Germany and the Central Power at that time. At that time in the First World War, it was not the case of Germany, Italy and Japan. This is the case of Second World War. Here the Axis power were called. At that time the Central Power included something else. It was Ottoman Empire, Turkey, where the Khalifa was ruling. Okay, same way in the emperors in the Germany, they were fighting, and alongside there were the empires of Austria and Hungary. So they are called as the Central Powers. In November 1918, now the defeat of the Imperial Germany is they are calling because at that time the emperor was ruling, and the abdication of the emperor gave an opportunity to the Parliament party to recast German polity. A National Assembly met at the Weimar and established a democratic constitution with a federal structure. Now, here, after when the Germany was defeated and the emperor was thrown out from his ruling part, so what happened? It gave an opportunity to the parliament parties. The other parliament party got the chance, and they decided to make a democratic society for Germany. So what they did, they made a national assembly. This national assembly was called as the Weimar Republic. Okay, and established a democratic constitution and a federal structure. So what they made here, they made a constitution with a federal structure so that everybody will be happy in case of democracy. Now deputies were now elected by the German parliament or Reichstag. So just like in India, we have our parliament like Sansad. So there also they are having parliament. It is called as Reichstag. On the basis of equal and universal votes cast by the adults including women. So here both the man and woman were given the right of voting, and they were voting in this parliament. This republic, however, was not received well by its own people, largely because of its term it was forced to accept after Germany's defeat at the First World War. Now, what happened? However, this Weimar Republic was making giving a German a constitution, and they were making them or bringing them democracy. It was very good to have a democracy, but at that time the peoples were not with this Weimar Republic. They were against the Weimar Republic. Why is the question? Why the peoples were not happy when they are becoming democratic? It is good that you are coming out of the dictatorship and you are getting into democracy. So the peoples were not happy. So this reason was because of the defeat of the First World War. The German peoples, there was anger in their minds and heart. So what they actually wanted, they wanted to take revenge, and they considered Weimar Republic as the real culprit or villain here, because this Weimar Republic was the one who signed that Treaty of Versailles. So the people were actually not in favor of this Weimar Republic, and they were not happy. They were just treating them and calling them November criminals because this treaty was signed in November. So let us read further. Okay, now let us go through this map. This is the area of the Germany. As you can see, Treaty of Versailles. So we can see just here that some part, this orange parts here. This was the land which had been taken away. On the in this Treaty of Versailles, this part has been taken away. So many peoples who also been liberated from there who were under the Germany at that time. So all these laws which Germany has brought, this war has brought, and it was just like a shame that they signed this Treaty of Versailles, in which their ruler has to leave his throne, and after that there were so many territory which has been taken away, and money they were asking. So all these problems were there. So it was just like a shame that Weimar Republic has signed a Treaty of Versailles. So they were just like criminals for the people of Germany. Now Versailles with its allies was harsh and humiliating peace. Germany lost its overseas colony. So here is the answer. See, what was the Treaty of Versailles? Here you can see a humiliating peace treaty was signed. Germany lost its colonies. So colonies, it's the area which is ruled by some other country. So just like Germany was occupying the other places and it was under its control. So it was a colony which has been taken away from Germany after the First World War. Now here, 1/10 of its population, a tenth of its population was been already taken away. They got free. Now 13% of its territory. Now here they are taking 30% of the territory also. So all this area of Rhineland and all this area which we have seen here, these orange parts, these are the places, land which has been taken away from Germany. So you can see that the land has also been taken away. How would you feel that if somebody will take away the parts of Jammu and Kashmir? Suppose Pakistan is taking Jammu and Kashmir away. So how would you feel as an Indian? You'll feel bad about it. So you can just imagine uh, about the thinking of the Germans at that time, what they were thinking and how was the feeling which they were having. Now, after this, 75% of its iron and 26% of its coal to France. Now they have also taken about the 75% of iron and 26% of coal. Now both this iron, see, iron is heavily used in making machinery, and iron also used in making parts of aircrafts and war good you can make, and you can become wealthy. So all these resources also been taken away from Germany by France, Poland, Denmark, and Lithuania, and 26% of the coal resources also. So this shows that so many resources if somebody is taking from you, then how it is possible for you to achieve growth in future? It will set back you for many years back. Now the allied powers demilitarized Germany to weaken its power. Okay, now what was the another thing that Germany, what they said that in these parts, here in the Rhineland parts, there will be no military will be there. It will be a kind of area where just some people of military can be there just for maintaining law and order and peace. Otherwise there will be no military establishment for this particular Rhineland area. Okay. The war guilt clause held Germany responsible for the war and damages the allied countries suffered. Now because of this war, lot of destruction was there. The cost is very high of all this destruction. Any war will lead you to this, because if you will fight with some country, then definitely your resources all which you are using in the war, it will be wasted. Now Germany was forced to pay compensation amounting to be 6 billion. Now here the Germans were forced to pay 6 billion. The Allied armies also occupied the resources rich Rhineland for much of the 1920s. Now here the Germany was asked to pay 6 billion pounds. Now here Germany was in condition that everything, most of the things they had already been taken away, and Germany was also fighting, so they also lost lot of money. So resources were not there, so they were in problem that how to pay this huge sum. So what the this allied armies did, allied armies mainly the people, these armies of the France, what did what they did here, they occupied the resource rich Rhineland, which is Rhineland here, the same part, this shaded part here, this is the Rhineland area. So they occupied this Rhineland which is rich, and they were using the resources from there. For much of the 1920s, many Germans held the new Weimar Republic responsible for not only the defeat in the war but at the disgrace at Versailles. So these German peoples held the Weimar Republic responsible because see, you will have to get holds of somebody's neck. So what the people are thinking that definitely this Weimar public, this assembly which is made, so they are the one who went there and they signed this treaty and they brought shame on us. So disgrace, they were ashamed that such a kind of treaty was signed on them, and they were in shame, and that's a reason that led to the Second World War. Everybody was not happy here in Germany. They wanted to take revenge. Now here, I hope this part is clear, that birth of the Weimar Republic. In the second video we are going to go through the effects of the war in the next video. So thank you. Now just watch the video completely. Thank you.